up, fans? MD about to react to this vid by Hello You Seen. So a few people have told me to check this out. They want to know my opinion on this. It's titled, Sorry, J. Cole is not getting a pass. As some of you know, I really enjoy J. Cole's music. Okay, I play My Delete this later out. Okay, I'm always listening to that in the gym. And I was in support of J. Cole's decision to bow out when it happened. I said, I respect your decision, my brother. Protect your peace. This beef ain't even about you. Step down. Back down. I get it. And look what happened. I was correct. He bowed out as he should have. So to say he not getting a pass is wild. But sure, let's hear what you guys say.
What's poppin', y'all? It seems like a lot of people are trying to run interference for J. Cole, and I'm not allowing it to happen. This the J. Cole thing.
You what? Nobody care what you try to allow or not allow. People still gonna do it. We still gonna give them a pass, all right? You not allowing it.
Narrative will continue, and it will continue strong. However, we do gotta add some context, and I will admit, things look different in the light after we have more context. And this came out on The Source, and they were talking about J. Cole was advised, reportedly, by Schoolboy Q to exit the Kendrick.
I thought Kendrick
they
told
said
himself.
Pretty much it was like live on stage at his Dreamville Fest, a spot where a rapper currently embroiled in beef would get a Summer Jam moment off. Cole dubbed the diss the lamest stuff I did in my life. So they pretty much said, hey, Schoolboy Q, and they said they saw Schoolboy Q pull J. Cole to the side, and
he said, hey, this ain't what you want.
It's gonna get ugly, and he warned him and said, hey, you should probably get out this beef. Schoolboy Q was performing there. Schoolboy Q is TDE. Schoolboy Q has always been cool and close with Kendrick Lamar. So this is feasible. And funny enough, someone who collaborated with J. Cole, I think their song was called Johnny P's Caddy, is none other than Benny the Butcher. And I'm going to give you his take. So we're going to play that clip real quick.
What do you think about Cole in this whole thing? Cole. Yeah, for real. There you go.
Honestly, you can see how gossipy and everything that this battle's turned into. Mm-hmm. And you blame him for not wanting to be a part of this at this moment. Do you blame him? I don't. You know what I mean?
You think he did the right thing?
Absolutely.
I probably would have went about it in a different way, but it's like a gossip battle. You know what I mean? It's not like a rap battle. It's like a business, telling each other business type of thing. So I wouldn't want to be a part of that. You know what I mean?
That's what usually happens.
It's a little messy right now.
So you
Tupac said he fucked Biggie bitch.
It got a little ugly.
But
keep in mind, when they said, or they asked him, they go, what would you have done? He's like, well, I would have handled it differently.
I mean, facts. And I even said that I do wish that he went about it differently. But, it is what it is. Not everybody moves perfectly all the goddamn time. Leave that nigga alone.
That's the most important part. Oh, no, I wouldn't have backed out like J. Cole did. I would have handled it differently.
He did not say that.
Whole thing. Still, keep in mind,
he said he would handle it
entered the arena.
Because what I said, actually, I don't remember exactly what I said, so let me not lie. But what I think is that he should have. What did I initially say? I don't remember. But I think even after he already put the diss out, I think he should have hit up Kendrick and been like, hey, you know what? I don't want no parts of this, actually. But no, Kendrick said that I don't want to get on no celly. So he probably wasn't accepting nobody's calls. So you should have talked to him through his people or something. Be like, hey, tell him my bad. And and I don't want no parts. And I'm going to just bow out. But no, then if he didn't address it publicly, I feel like Kendrick probably would have still came at Cole hard. I think him apologizing publicly, in hindsight, now seeing everything that happened, so this opinion might very well be different than my initial opinion, but seeing how everything played out, it is best. It was best that J. Cole apologized publicly because Kendrick, I'm sure, would have came at Cole, like, hard. But because he apologized publicly, I feel like he showed Cole mercy. He took some little baby jabs at him, but he showed him a lot of mercy, I feel like, because he apologized so publicly.
I'll see him, and he ran out. He knew what he was doing.
Because if he didn't, if Cole didn't publicly apologize and Kendrick didn't diss him, people would have been like, oh, why you got all this smoke for Drake and not for Cole? Oh, is it because you think Cole can rap better? It would have been that whole narrative. And I feel like Kendrick would have thought about that, like, nah, I got to diss this nigga too. You feel me? But because he apologized publicly, Kendrick felt like, okay, I'll give him a pass. That's what I think.
Getting into J. Cole is a damn scholar of hip hop. He's seen how beefs get. What did he think? This was going to be like a little tag, you're it, running around the playground or something like that? beef was going to be beef. I will say, though, that J. Cole's image looks good in terms of PR, right? Like, they're not calling him a woman beater. They're not saying he likes kids. Nothing crazy is getting stained on J. Cole. But I still have to come to the point, which is he didn't have to bow out the way that he did. Number one, he didn't have to delete the record. Number two, or number 1.5, if he took the record down, he didn't really have to say anything. Number two, he didn't have to say that's the lamest thing I've ever done. He could have just said, yeah, you know, I think I was looking things over. You know, I kind of just want to.
Maybe he felt like it was lame. Wrap this up,
any drama. That's something simple that he could have pulled out with. And I think that's one of the main points that I kept making. It's like this guy completely submitted. He pretty much just pulled his pants down, like straight.
I don't think he gave a fuck.
He just completely submitted to Kendrick Lamar
about what
and said, "Hey, this person is above me." That's what the entire play was. You could pull out without doing that, and everyone wants to spin like, "Yo, you see, J. Cole, we gotta show him respect. He was smart to stay out of this." What? Meanwhile, Drake's out here getting allegations tossed on him that are the worst thing you could possibly have. People gonna be yelling A minor and other OVO.
And see, and Drake fucked up. So which fuck up would you prefer? Drake fucked up. He should have shut the hell up. Now look at him. Now look at the position he's in. His legacy is tarnished forever. Even if he does bounce back from this and people still go back to listen to his music like nothing ever happened, this will always be a dark cloud over him for the rest of his fucking career. So he should have shut the fuck up and never said nothing. He should have let Kendrick, have his little moment with Like That, and he should have did what he always did. He should have continued to do what he always did in the past, which is throw little sneak disses, little scary ass sneak disses. On his next album, he could have been like, niggas looking for clout. Niggas trying to mention my name for clout. You could have said something little, a little snarky or whatever in the future. That's what you should have did, my brother. But because you wanted to come at Kendrick like head on, look at what happened to you. So I would say that's who you need to be focused on. Who really fucked up is Drake. I would not even be putting the focus on J. Cole. Could he have done some things differently? Absolutely. But Drake fucked up. Let's be clear.
Other obscenities and lines that Drake does not want associated with him, and he knew that because even in the tailor-made freestyle, he said, "Oh, this might be an angle that you take." So Drake was prepared for the worst.
Because he already knew.
Still went in and he fought a good battle. And like I said, judging by Not Like Us being the last track, or not like the Heart Part 6, if that's the last track, then Drake took the L. Now it's not an embarrassment, but he just took the L. We still respect Drake more than J. Cole. Are you going to tell me you respect J. Cole more than Drake?
What? All right. This is why y'all want me to react to this. This nigga is yapping. Are you serious? You respect... First off, that last diss track was the most embarrassing diss track I've ever heard in my fucking life. Those, grade school ass defenses, and he sounded like he was just defeated the whole diss track. It was terrible, okay? That's who you respect more? He had to come up with these lies to try to... Bro, I feel like I already talked about this. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I'm actually tired of this whole thing. Between Drake and Kendrick, please, Kendrick, don't come on with another diss track because I don't want to talk about it no more. But I already said what the fuck I had to say in the last video pertaining to this. But I'm appalled. I'm appalled that he's saying that he respects Drake.
If J. Cole decides to stay out of the beef instead of going in there, and how bad would it have gone for J. Cole anyway? Okay, maybe J. Cole doesn't want to... What's Kendrick Lamar going to cut him crazy? And I'm just not going to buy this. Sure, the story may be true, and most likely I do believe the story to be true, but we're not going to rewrite history and say J. Cole was right. Contextually, I don't even know how J. Cole would have fit into all of this, because this whole beef was Kendrick going directly at Drake and OVO members catching shots, but that's pretty much just going at Drake as an entity. On the other hand, Drake was going at Rocky, Kendrick, Ross, and I'm not saying this makes it more difficult for Drake, which it somewhat does. I am saying that Drake was dissing multiple people, and he's been dissing multiple people on pretty much all of these tracks, whereas Kendrick was just solely focused on Drake. If J. Cole was in the mix, how would this go? Would Kendrick Lamar drop tracks for J. Cole and Drake at the same time? Would he pair them together like they were against him? How would it work? I do think this is funny, though, because the initial narrative that was running was Drake was the one that pushed J. Cole to diss Kendrick Lamar. We don't know if this is true yet. The theory sounded cool because Drake didn't drop anything coming at Kendrick Lamar at that time. It was
why they call him Chels like this nigga fat or something? Did he used to be fat?
Context we're getting about that, it was alleged that Kendrick Lamar was supposed to be on that track, and when he denied being on it, that's when Drake kind of started to take aim at him a little bit more, which makes sense. And then he comes back on Like That. But I'm kind of glad that J. Cole bowed out because we got to see a beef.
Oh, now you glad. Make up your mind.
Drake does, J. Cole, doesn't compare to him, and I think it would have gotten a bit too convoluted. So I'm glad for our sake that J. Cole got out of it. But I'm not going to respect that decision. I'm not going to co-sign that decision. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to lambast that decision and will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. I don't see my opinion on that changing. Unless J. Cole thinks someone else to go out, but is he really going to go?
He said you're getting Drake hand-me-down.
He should, but going at Kanye West, we don't even really look at him like, oh, he's a rapper that's going to battle back and forth. And keep in mind, you saw how Kanye West tried to insert himself into the light that.
All right, let's wrap this up. Yassine be doing a lot of yapping, all right? But, I mean, I do like his videos, don't get me wrong, no shade. But I just heavily disagree. I don't think it makes no sense what he's talking about. Like, excuse me, what? Like, J. Cole did what he was supposed to do. I will say, though, which I'm pretty sure I said in my initial video where I gave my opinion, is that this has kind of tainted his legacy and his reputation, though, because he can no longer talk about being the GOAT. He can no longer talk about, oh, you niggas can't see me, because it's like when you did have the opportunity to go head to head with Kendrick and prove yourself to be the GOAT, you bowed out. So you're not the GOAT. And that's just what the fuck that is. Because rap is built on battle rapping. That's literally the foundation of it. Like back in the day when the old school rappers used to go, you know, head to head, yeah, and you can't see me, you niggas, like whatever they was saying. You know, they were battle rapping. So that literally is like the foundation of rap. So you can't bow out when you have the opportunity to go head to head with someone and battle them. That's why battle rap is such a huge thing, and that's a whole separate, you know, subsection of hip hop, and it is so popular because it is a huge component of the genre. So, you know, if you are going to claim that you're the GOAT and you feel like Muhammad Ali and da-da-da-da, then you have to be willing to go head-to-head to people, head-to-head with people. Like, that's just that. Like, you can't be like, oh, well, my piece comes first. It's like, what? Although I get it. Definitely on a personal level, I fucking understand. I get it. But in the sport of rap, you can't have that stance and call yourself the GOAT. You just can't. So now you have to be a humble rapper and go back to being like, okay, I'm number 3. I'm behind Drake and, well, I wouldn't even say that, but I'm number 2. Say number 2. I'm number 2. I'm behind Kendrick. You gotta say that. But that look hella weak though. That look lame to even rap like that. But that's the sentiment that he used to, you know, he used to have though, and be like, he used to always like make little, say little shit like that, and make it be known that, you know, he feels like he's not as good as like Kendrick and Drake. So he got to go back to doing that pretty much, which sucks because I feel like he's such a huge rapper. I'm so tired, y'all. I feel like I'm having a hard time articulating myself. Anyway, I'm gonna just wrap this shit up. I feel like Cole did the right thing, all right? But yes, he has tainted his legacy, and now he better keep it cute when he rapping, because now you're gonna look stupid and sound stupid when you trying to talk your shit, because where the fuck was that energy when Kendrick was coming at you and came for you directly, and you said, no, I'm good, and you bowed out, like, fuck out of here. So that's how I feel, and this is coming from somebody who listens to J. Cole a lot. Okay, I'm a big fan, been to multiple concerts, I love his music, but I'm calling a spade a fucking spade. It is what it is. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye!